Aries, hi, welcome to this channel. This is your weekly reading for the week of September 1st. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email. So, September is here. So, on the 1st of September, okay, I'll talk about it later. What's happening in the sky. First, let's see what's coming through on the cards for you. Aries, 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 Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries. All right, Aries, your cards are Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, Hermit, Five of Pentacles. All right, so yes, this may have something to do with what's happening in the sky. However, let me see what this is all about. Something to do with communication here. So this may have something to do with the way you are talking to yourself, or it could be your interpersonal relationships. Okay, so this is where it could be that you are focusing on the lack, uh, what's missing, things like that. Or it could also be just exhaustion. Maybe you are not feeling well, or it could be that whatever it is that you are working on, it's a little bit tiring. So that's what this energy is. And it may also feel like some communication that you are having with someone here. This is where you are letting it all out. It could be that you are complaining about things or yeah, this may have something to do with communication. No judgments here. I'm not, it's actually good. If we have to make sure we are confiding in the right people, so that is important. Otherwise, we don't want to just talk to just anybody. So maybe that's what you are doing here. Maybe you are talking to the right person. Maybe you are talking to a counselor, a therapist, something like that. So that will help you like release and release the emotions. And so that is important. Finding an outlet to just release is important. It could be a creative project, it could be you talking it out, it could be counseling, it could be you finding a way, meaning it could be through a spiritual practice, things like that. So that's important. On the other hand, Five of Pentacles here could may have something to do with your lower body, like your legs. So something health related is also coming through. And these are your cards: Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy, and Page of Swords here is a code card. So this could mean someone you are dealing with. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It could be that these signs are in your chart. Okay. But Page of Swords here has to do with learning. Curiosity is what this energy is. It's also about asking questions. So it may have something to do with work related, or it could be personal life. It could be something to do with your friendships, relationships. This is where you are asking questions, which is important to understand things clearly. So on the other hand, this is also where you are digging deeper, like you are um, curious to understand something here. Yeah, so that is one thing. On the other hand, Page of Swords could also mean now something to do with again health related. It could be surgical procedures, things like that. And yeah, and you might also have to stay away from the busyness of everyday life, if you are coming across something like that, so you can focus on your healing. Both these cards here has to do with communication, so it may have something to do with a project you are working on, like or it could be something to do with the your work. So it could be speaking engagements, it could be you starting a podcast or something, collaborating with others on a project, writing. Um, yes, this is where you are taking things in your own hands. It is. This is where you are making a decision. You are making a powerful decision here. The this is, you can actually see things more clearly, because again you are learning about whatever this situation is, and you are asking questions, and that is actually helping you make a decision. But Ace of Swords is, a double-edged sword. It can go both ways. On the one hand, this is self-empowerment, taking ownership, taking responsibility for the situation if there is something, and doing what needs to be done, making something right here. On the other hand, it could also be you wanting to do the right thing, making the right decisions, taking the right actions, single-mindedly focusing on something that you want to do here. And yeah, but here you are also coming across some self-doubt. So I will come back to this card. So that's what this energy is. On the other hand, the card is also reminding you to keep your words, your thoughts positive, because your words are powerful, and that's actually helping you manifest things. So you only want to manifest good things, right? Not something that you don't want to experience. So the energy is reminding you the power of your own mind. Okay, and here with Five of Pentacles, I'm seeing something is off here. So just be aware of this energy, something to do with what you are focusing on, and how you are interpreting the situations that you are coming across. But I don't, so this doesn't mean you don't want, this doesn't mean not facing your emotions. This is about being aware of the emotions, and finding the right outlet, taking action in order to find the resolutions. This is solutions. So what I want to say is stay focused on solutions. um, that will make things much much easier for you. For some, this is also like travel. Maybe it's a long trip and it's a little bit tiring. Hermit could be you going on a hike or something like that, like something physically strenuous. On the other hand, hermit is also where you are coming across some doubts. So this is opposite energies. This is clarity, straightforward communication, being blunt, asking for what you want, and taking ownership, taking responsibility for your task. And this is where you are coming across some doubts. It could be that you are seeking answers outside, and this is also where you are keeping to yourself, meaning it could be that you are staying away from the limelight. So just be aware of this energy. It could also be someone you are dealing with. Okay. On the other hand, if you are coming across doubts, uh, like I said, it's not about ignoring our emotions, it's about awareness. What is it that you are coming across? Where is this coming from? And what is the solution? So it's important to focus on the solutions. On the other hand, this is also where you are going over things in order to simplify. Maybe you want to organize things, and it could be that maybe some of you guys are moving, so now you are packing up and you are organizing things, getting rid of things that you don't want. So simplifying is what that energy is all about. But looks like you are in a mood for that straightforward communication. Yeah, that's what you are doing with someone here, a direct communication. Something to do with criticism and judgments is also coming through. It could be either your energy, Aries, it could be somebody else. Um, And this is where you are, um, fighting the storms. All right. So, what's happening in the sky this week? On the 1st of September, Saturn moves into Pisces, and on the 2nd of September, Mercury moves into Virgo. Oh, wow. This is Mercury and Virgo energy coming through. This is Virgo, and this is Mercury communication. So, something to do with a Gemini here, or it could be, just the energy that you are embodying. So, yeah, and that energy has to do with getting organized. So, that is what some of you guys are doing here. So, it could be your space, your living space, it could be your workspace, or it could be, paperwork, documentation, something to do with insurance, um, what do you call, banking, mortgage, loan, your accounts, taxation, so maybe those are the things that you will find yourself focusing on, maybe some of you guys out there. And yes, it's a little bit tiring, but looks like you are consulting someone here, so that will make things a little bit easier. And Saturn moving into the sign of Pisces has to do with subconscious energy. So what's hidden deep within our subconscious. So it could be old memories. Sometimes even we are not aware of these things, right? What's hidden in the subconscious. It comes out in the way we respond to situations, our choices, decisions, things like that. So something to be aware of. Ace of Swords here has to do with consciousness and awareness. This is where you are realizing certain things. This is new information. It is you coming across news information. It could also be through your own intuition. Maybe you are coming across some sudden revelation, realizations, awareness, things like that. So that is actually helping you make decisions. Or it could also be you are consulting someone when it comes to your the day-to-day details, business, something to do with your business, something to do with life. Like like I said, like something to do with banking, your finance, documentation and things like that. So this is where you are organizing things and getting things done. And it could also be that you are learning from someone through conversations. Something to do with your finance is what this energy is, money and finance. So it could be like learning about investing, you know, being more how to be more resourceful, budgeting, how to make your hard-earned money grow, things like that. Maybe this is, it could be that you are online doing your research, talking to the right people, and you are getting some information and you are applying it is important. And then on the 3rd of September, Mercury in Virgo squares Uranus in Gemini. Well, again, that's what this energy is. Um, Mercury and Virgo energy. This can lead to impatience and a sense of restlessness. So just be aware of that. Again, this may have something to do with criticism, harsh words. So just be aware of that. It's happening 3rd of September. Yeah, so that can lead to some misunderstandings there. And then on the 4th, Mars in Libra. Mars is your ruling planet. It's in Libra now. So Mars in Libra squares Jupiter in Cancer. So yeah, that's actually good energy, but that can lead to complacency, meaning lack of motivation and things like that. That's what I'm seeing here. And Uranus retrograde is also happening in the sign of Gemini on the 6th of September. So that can lead to some slowdown, some frustrations. So the energy reminds us to keep an open mind. So this is where you are keeping an open mind. This is where you are staying open to different way of doing things, different perspectives. So again, what I am intuitively getting is you learning something, and this will be like, oh, how come it never occurred to me kind of energy. So that's nice. Maybe this is the right divine timing is what I'm saying here, the perfect timing. Maybe you are coming across this information because of a reason. Maybe now you are ready, and this is you can um, make use of what you are coming across, the information you are coming across, to make a change. Yes, and this month we have two eclipses happening on the 21st, and the first one is happening on the 7th, lunar eclipse in Pisces. And this lunar eclipse eclipse is all about release. So that's what I'm seeing here with Hermit, a release. So this is where you are simplifying and yeah, um, taking taking stock of what you want to keep and what you want to let go. So this could be internal. So when it comes to beliefs, um, ideologies, patterns, things like that, emotions, or it could be something in your external. If some, like for instance, something that you are working on, if it's not going anywhere, maybe you will just decide to just shun the whole thing. On the other hand, it could also be other things like something to do with your career, something to do with making changes when it comes to your health. So letting go of releasing something that's not helpful anymore. It could be internal or it could be external. But this is happening in the sign of Pisces, so pay close attention to your intuition. You don't want to make any assumptions. With Five of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is exhaustion, and uh, it could be that, like I said, maybe you are going on a long trip and it's very tiring. Something that you are doing is a little bit exhausting, but this is where what I'm a success is happening, success, victory, which is nice. Because whatever it is that you are working on, maybe it's not maybe, it will definitely pay off. So what I want to say is, um, the card is reminding you to see your circumstances in a different way, from a higher perspective. um, and that will lead to changes that will help you shift out of this energy and keep your focus on the brighter side of life, you know opportunities, because in every difficulties there is an opportunity. So the energy is reminding you to keep your thoughts positive and optimistic. Yeah, and it's important to know, if there is something you are coming across which is difficult, just ask yourself, what is the opportunity here? Because there is a blessing, there is an opportunity. So it's important to uh, shift your focus from the difficult to the opportunities. Okay, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. We are in Virgo season now. That's what's coming through for you guys. Spirit, please give us a card for Aries. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Yes. But when it comes to your health, if there is something, again, this is where you are, taking some action. Meaning, it could be that you are making a doctor appointment. It could also be you trying alternative medicines. Maybe not conventional medicine. Is it called conventional medicine? I don't know. Maybe you are looking for um, other ways. So it could be a traditional, something to do with traditional I don't know, like, some kind of alternative medicines, therapy, maybe that will help. So again, what I want to say is, whatever it is that you are coming across the challenges, maybe think about different way, different, stay open to different options. Look at what you can do and talk to people, so that way you will get some ideas. So all right, so your message is release resentments about money. Wow. So that's exactly what we were talking about with Five of Pentacles, right? So yeah, releasing is something that's coming through. It may have, maybe it's collective energy, because of we are in eclipse season, right? It could be that, but this is where I am. This, all these cards tells me that you are conscious, you are aware of what's getting on the way. You know what the obstacles are, what the blocks are, so what the solution is. It is, yes, knowing it is something, but at actually um, doing something about it is a process. It's not going to happen like immediately. So it's a process, but awareness is the first step, and that's what I'm seeing here. So this may have something to do with your money beliefs, maybe. We all have beliefs, right? So this may have something to do with old beliefs, something that you picked up early on that you may not even be aware of it, but you are becoming more aware of it. So yeah. So this is where you are taking a closer look at what exactly is going on underneath. So you are not, um, yeah. So this is where you are diving a little bit deeper to clearly understand. You are paying attention. You are very detail oriented, as if you want to get to the root of the issue. Yeah, something to do with resentments is also coming through. So again, something, communication. So what happens is, when you know so when we are like, if you are coming across any like frustration, anger, if someone is not pulling their weight, and this is where you are being straightforward. But if you don't talk to them, then that will remain within you, and um, it will show in your the way you respond to situations, in your interactions, in your communications, and things like that. So maybe that is also what's happening for some of you guys here. So just be aware what is the solution here. Maybe a direct conversation is what's needed, or it could also mean changing up our own approach, our own the way we handle the situation, because if this is something that keeps happening, yes. Let's see. Let me read this out to you. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. It could be that you are changing up your beliefs now, and this is where you are focusing on solutions instead of the problems, and you are making some decisions here. It could be that you are learning, and um, yeah, maybe you are consulting someone, a professional. But yeah, this, it could be finance, or it could be other areas of your life. But whatever the situation is, this is where you are doing something about it. It is, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And I hope you have a great week ahead. If these messages resonated, do remember to like the video, subscribe, and support the channel. Thank you so much. So please take care, and I will see you in the next reading.